Hello everyone, welcome to yet another movie about the people that build stuff. This is, this time, while we're quickly already running into the entire thing, the Shadow's Edge Keep, or Castle Complex, whatever you want to call it. I'm doing this today with Gotimor and Sven. Say hi, Gotimor.
Hello.
And you, Sven.
Hello.
Right, so basically a bit of backstory while we're looking into, the main rooms where men-at-arms live. As you can see, some have already been taken. Because there's names on the notice boards over there. Basically, this is a keep, a castle complex built on top of a hill, and there's going to be mainly archers living here. So there's a lot of room, a lot of open space. The designs go up in the height more than they do in width. Interesting bit about this cellar. I mean, this movie is ridiculously fast. We're rushing through things, and as you can see here, yeah. When you're on top of each other on ladders, apparently you go up instead of down. That's interesting. But if you want to make a cellar look bigger, then you should use light wooden planking at the bottom because it looks bigger. It's interesting. It's like painting your room white, except in Minecraft. This castle complex has a small little harbor, as you can see here. And as you can see, I don't actually drown all the way down because we placed some wooden blocks there. So if you row up in your boat and you accidentally break it against the side, you won't plummet to your death and drown. Even when you're wearing armor, which is convenient. And close the door and then we go up again. The first part that we're looking at the moment is the main fort, as we nicknamed it. It's the entry point into the entire castle complex. It's where all the men-at-arms live and the captain of the guard. And as you saw here or down here, we have the main rooms where most of the guardsmen live, or at least a few of them. We have the table where they eat, the fire pit where they cook their food, and up here we have some more rooms. Let's have a look at the side here. I mean, downstairs they have 3 people in a room. Upstairs we have 2. Grand total of 10 guardsmen. Right there and then. And around the sides here, as you can see, this little balcony here looks out over the entrance leading up. And in the distance you can see the town of Riven. And it's just a nice viewpoint. Imagine lots of archers standing here, and you wouldn't really want to climb up trying to attack this. Be under a hail of fire immediately. And there's more ramparts, of course, to the northern side as well, which is where you can see the chimney stack coming down from the fire pit below where they cook their food. And from here we can see the other parts of the keep, or the castle complex. The main keep in the center, on the biggest outcropping of the 3, and then the 2 smaller lookout towers almost, at the far end. Then we go back inside. Going up a level, because the lowest 2 levels are where the guardsmen live and eat and everything. This is where the captain of the guard lives. He's the only man-at-arms, basically, that has his own small room. As you can see, a larger bed because it's comfy, and an actual sort of desk almost with shelves where he can keep his records and check up on everything. Something we did with this castle, we didn't do with castles before, is we put up those little spiked towers. When you saw the Hayford video, you might recognize the design because we implemented that with the small little church that we made. We decided to copy that design and basically stick it on top of normal towers. What it does is it basically extends the length of the tower, making it look taller, slimmer, more designed towards well, for want of a better word, slightly more sophisticated ways of combat, like archery employs. We really want to get that sort of style across, almost. Coming up into the main keep, a bit like the keep in Hayford and the keep in Riven, central dining area. Down below, we have more rooms. This is where yet more guardsmen live. This is aimed at a grand total of 19 guardsmen in total. Some of these may be knights, most of them will actually be normal citizens in ranking wise, so not actually knights, but just men-at-arms, all highly proficient at bow work, but men-at-arms nonetheless. And again, of course, going with the shared sense of camaraderie that you have with the men-at-arms, you put multiple people in the same room to get that feeling across of brotherhood. Down below, something interesting. Already NPCs have been put in place, chests have been put down, and the residents of Shadow's Edge Keep have already begun storing items, which is very handy. And putting NPC guards next to them, which is interesting, to guard everything. Going further up, we come up to the point, we travel beyond the main hall here, and we go up to where the lord of this castle lives, Sir Charles Greymane, and Lady Rose, his wife, who unfortunately recently passed away. But as you can see, his main chambers, fitting to be the lord of this entire castle complex, fairly large, and as befitting a lord who, is in charge of basically a large group of men-at-arms, a big map in his keep as well, to keep track of everything, so he can plan his campaigns or whatever missions he sends his force out on. And again, working up the towers, putting the small, slimmer towers on top of them to get that sense of, very good viewpoints, very good visibility up here. Put archers up here and, well, anyone approaching is going to be toast, basically. Or at least that's the plan. Traveling further down, we're going to finish off this video by having a look at the 2 spare towers that are down here. It's basically one tower, but during the design process we found that we had to put another tower in place in order to get this bridge properly in place. So it's fairly hard to make a slim bridge look good. You can't really put it at any angle other than a 90-degree one, or a 45-degree one actually, so which is why we had to put it like this. Down below, an innocuous pile of rubble. We're going to come back to that later. But basically this is just another place for storage. Another place to keep an eye on the surrounding lands, as you'll see when we get up top. It's just a place with a good viewpoint. It's useful to put a man in here, keep an eye on things. Keep a watch over the lands, as it were. And again, a smaller tower up top, with an even better viewpoint. You can see everything from here, and again, down below you can see Riven. And off into the distance, some graphical glitching. But hey, you get that from time to time. Right, going down, we have one final thing that we added to this keep. As per the request of the people that wanted this entire thing constructed, because, we do actually... it's very much a two-way process designing something like this. You go up to the people that want stuff like this and you ask them, so what exactly do you want in your castle? You get a list of, well, it has to house this amount of people. This is sort of the people that are going to live this. This is what we're looking for style-wise. And as you can see right now, we're going down a very small way. A long ladder, all the way down. And this is one of the secret entrances. Of course, in character you wouldn't know about this, but out of character, something nice to show that we have an entrance that sort of just opens up. And with that, we wish you all farewell, and hope you enjoyed watching this.